So this morning I was running through the rogue section of the mtgo.net/pauper website and I've seen a Gruul deck and I was like, this has to be just another version of the Gruul ramp deck with writing crystals and whatnot. So I clicked on it, kinda trying to see if that's true or not, and I've seen this. It's actually a landfall deck that went 5-0 in Pauper, which is something I think we haven't seen in a very long time. I often think about landfall as a kitchen table magic archetype because it's really fun to play, but it has never been really that competitive. But Magic Bozo 1 here, who is the original builder of this deck, did manage to go 5-0, and let's see the deck list. So we see the Landfall 1-drops, we see the Hellhound, which is probably the best one, and we see the Plated Geopede, which is the same thing, but a 2-drop and it has first strike. They've decided to play the Sabotender from Final Fantasy, which doesn't get buffed, but it has reach and pings the opponent whenever a land comes into play. You can make basically any creature you want a landfall creature with the adventuring gear, which gives it the +2/+2 ability whenever a land comes into play. 2 Nest Invader, 4 Writing Chrysalis. We see 2 Apostle's Blessing because the creatures are indeed very important. We see 2 Lightning Bolt, 2 Temur Battle Rage for some very explosive turns, 4 Crop Rotation, which we will get to shortly, and 3 Tiling Treefolk. So the Treefolk is really good in this deck, and the reason for that is because you play all the lands that can make you double land drop a turn, which are the Twisted Landscapes, the Sheltering Landscapes, and then the Escape Tunnel, which actually has a very good synergy with the low power creatures, right? So the plan is most of your lands actually double trigger your landfall and go to the graveyard at the same time, because we have the tunnel and the landscape, and the Treefolk is able to return all of these lands back. So if this gets you 2 lands back, you are extremely happy and can be buffing your creatures further by playing multiple of these lands. We see 1 turf and some forest and some mountains, plus 1 Sedgery Steppe. The crop rotation is very cool with the Steppe because it can save your creature. Obviously it's mana neutral, you can be searching for the Gruul turf, but I think this is mostly as an instant speed combat trick of sorts. What's also really interesting about the crop rotation is if you look at the sideboard, they are playing 1 Bojuka Bog, which is basically all they need against Spy with 4 crop rotation, right? Because you can basically flash in a graveyard hate land and just exile the graveyard if they are not careful enough about the crop rotation. This works against Dredge, this works against a lot of different decks, so they are running that plus 3 relics. I love this because you can spend just 1 sideboard slot for a graveyard hate piece. Next up, they're running 2 Weather the Storms against all the burn decks. That makes sense. It is possible to play multiple spells a turn, but you will mostly count on the fact that they do it. 2 Healers of the Glade, 1 Pyroblast and 3 Red Elemental Blast, and 3 Cast Under Fire. Very straightforward. The Bojuka Book is probably the most interesting card of them all. And big shout out to Magic Bozo 1 for building this masterpiece. It looks pretty incredible and I'm pumped to see how it does. So let's play it and see if we can beat the meta game with some landfall. Let's go. We've got a first game here against Lloyd. We win the roll, which is I think pretty important for this deck. And look at that. We have a turn 1 Hellhound into turn 2 landscape. We actually have a rotation. Wait, it's like a pretty fast because okay, it's like a pretty fast kill here. I'll keep this, obviously. I just don't know how much damage can we do. So this is a 4/5 on turn 2 with the landscape. The rotation can serve as like a pseudo protection spell, even with a regular land. So I think what we'll do is we'll just play a mountain and start with a Hellhound, I guess. That sounds really simple enough. Can also just search for a forest with a landscape, hold up a Apostle's Blessing. Later on I can do something like, you know, crop rotation, just crazy land triggers, Temur Battle Rage. Holy, that sounds fun. You can literally go Landscape Crack. Wait, you can get like 4 triggers of this. Okay, they go Thornwood Falls. Sedgery Steppe is played in Turbo Depths. Oh, yeah, I know that land. That's the one that makes a huge 20/20 creature or whatever, right? Okay, let's draw first. Okay, we find another Hellhound. How greedy do I want to be here? Well, I think we play the Okay, the chances they have like a board wipe on 2 are pretty slim. So I think I'll just search for a forest for the crop rotation, right? Yeah, just try to kill them next turn. I think that's reasonable. I think I'll play the Twisted Landscape. We can play this after combat, it can't attack anyway. We will always heal to this. I will go to combat. I will attack for quote-unquote 2 here. Go to declare blockers. I will sack this with 4 damage, I guess. Pick up a forest. Couple things we could do here. It's either hold blessing or play a hellhound. I don't believe they will have like a -1/-1. So I'll go for the other hellhound here. Next turn we can do Gruul Turf back the mountain, crop rotation, instant speed, or we can also, well, not really, that doesn't work, right? The Temur Battle Rage could be cool. The Allen Cycle, wait, are they dead by any chance? Okay, so they're playing a 4-color deck, looks like Temur. Hold on, think I win? Good morning. Temur Domain, could be something like that. Okay, so I think I win, right? Okay, we have a bolt, that isn't too relevant. So I think all I do, bro, is literally just attack. I tap the green, crop rotation for a wait, it doesn't work as well as I want though. This is not so easy. Can I kill them here? I'm already struggling with the math, not gonna lie. Can we kill them here? We can next turn for sure. Crop first, then play turf. Okay, 8 power on board. How is it going? Going quite well. Just trying to figure out this math here. 12 damage. Holy, this is difficult already. Okay, so I guess we are using crop rotation first. What do we crop rotation? Probably some like, let me crop rot this forest first, I guess. We pick up some of the landscapes. Escape tunnel, there's no need. Let me go Twisted Landscape. +2/+2, yep. So what I could do here is Temur Battle Rage, then Gruul Turf, but then I can sack this. So this would be like, yeah, there will be 12 damage, yes. So I don't think I'm doing that this turn. Instead, I think I will just main phase search for this. You can play Bolt for 15. Okay, so yeah, I see it. So they are not dead no matter what. I will search for a mountain. I will hold up an Apostle's Blessing here. I will go for a Gruul Turf pre-combat. I will pick up this... No response. Pick up the stepped mountain. He will swing for 12. Holy. They go to 4, exactly. We will hold up a blessing and we try to kill them next turn. Bro, that was something else, actually. This was like a very, very explosive start. Okay, let's see what they do. They have 3 mana up, so they can't counter a land, sadly. That's the downside of playing blue decks against this. We have the Apostle's Blessing. They will bolt my hound. I think I'll Apostle's Blessing from red, actually. So I'll pay the 1 and I will pay 2 life. If they have like a counter spell, that's okay. So this is just Temur, I don't know what, something. Obviously, cards like Lightning Bolt are the perfect response to the hounds. They will dispel me. Ooh, they're going hard on it. Yep, this is dead. Anything else? I think we have them, right? Escape tunnel, even better. Play the tunnel. This will trigger. No, I've always healed. That's actually a huge mistake. Nope. Wait, it's 2 or less. It's fine, but I need to turn off the auto yields on the Hellhounds. So I will do this. Oh, should have done the other thing. Yeah, that was... Sorry, I meant to do the other thing. Search for a land. I apologize. Combat. Okay, I think we should have them anyway. I'll try to Battle Rage, I guess. Let me try to Battle Rage. Yeah, bait with Battle Rage and Bolt. Yeah, okay, we have the first game. That was sloppy. I wanted to do the other thing on the tunnel, but that's fine. Well, they are running Temur, and I think 4 of these. Pretty good. 3 folks. I have no clue like how to sideboard, bro. Like okay, one thing is we definitely want the blessings and the bolts. They are probably quite bad actually, now that I think about this. If they're playing indeed like Temur, Chrysalis with Terror and Murmuring Mystic, that's not great for us. I could go Relics if I feel like the graveyard synergy will be too big. I don't know what they're doing, so I will not do that yet. Sabotender. I don't really know. I think we can cut like 2. I like the 3 folk, man. It kind of slaps actually. Yeah. Corporation puts you down a card. Yep. So it's not exactly card neutral. True. Actually, let me get rid of... Well, the tiling 3 folk is actually amazing. Green spells are pretty good because they can have blue blast. They probably will. So what you're saying is crop rotation is... Well, it does a lot though. It does a lot for the explosive turns, but I guess we want to go a little slower. I will cut 1 rotation, bring in another Sabotender. With With their counterspells, you just lose lands. Could be, could be. Yeah, I think the plan could be to overwhelm them early on. Wow, wow. Again, this is a very similar hand to the previous one. We can go Hellhound into plated Geopede. Let's keep this, it's okay. Depends how many, like if they have breath weapons, getting a little cooked. Here it comes like to, I could just hold up a landscape to make an anti-breath weapon play if I really wanna, you know? Because like this will become 3 toughness and breath weapon can't really reach. So I think having this all the time on when they reach their 3rd mana is a very good plan. First off, we obviously run for the mountain and the Hellhound before it can get countered. They obviously have their blast and whatever, so this will be pretty hard, I think. They cycle Lorien. Okay, a little bit of a slower start, makes me decently happy. Yeah. So they could go for the breath weapon even next turn, which is pretty scary. Let's draw. Okay, sure. Do I start holding the breath weapon land here, or do I wait? Could push in like a 4 damage, or I could push only 2, but make sure I have the breath weapon for that, so that's fine. Red Blast doesn't prevent breath weapon, which is kind of a problem. They could also just wait for me to crack this at end step, and it wouldn't do nearly as much. So if I want to play around breath weapon, I basically need to hold this up all the time, is my thing. So I think I'm just gonna keep it real simple. I'm gonna play the landscape. I will actually attack only for 2. I'll be really conservative here. We can get the damage in like whenever. I'll play another Hellhound. I could hold up a Red Blast, but I think I'm good. We'll search for Under Mountain with the landscape. If they spend even like 1 mana, I know there's no breath weapon, so I can do this. Yep, Brainstorm, cool. If they like bolt this, whatever, you know, it's okay. Definitely searching for another mountain seems crucial in this hand. They did nothing. It looks like a counterspell thing, actually. End of combat, second main. I could do this main phase. I wanna... Okay, what's our next turn looking like? Yeah, I said I wanna hold this up, preferably, so I will do just that. It's because breath weapon just wins on the spot is the problem, so I can't be really greedy with this. I could do this now. I could just play the tunnel and, you know, do the thing all over again. I could play the Geopede. Next turn I have a choice. In a way, okay, yeah, it's fine. I will just pass. Okay, this changes things a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Okay, I can go for a pretty explosive turn here. Can go escape tunnel, crack it, crack the landscape. Bro, it's like 1,000,000 damage. Could just play the Geopede. I can't fight over it. This is a pretty difficult position to play in. If I play the Geopede, I can't fight over it. 12 damage on board? Yeah, well, yeah. If this is not the... Even with that, I guess we have the blessing. Maybe I just don't go for the Geopede and go in for the damage route here. That's actually an option. I want to keep the tunnel again. Breath weapon is a killer. I could wait, be very patient about this. What breaks my brain is the fact that you want to do this on your turn basically, but then I have to wait for a breath weapon because breath weapon we just lose on the spot, right? Let me do the correct play here, I think. I'll just go forest. Keep it real simple again. We yield to all. Think it's time for attacks, probably. Play the 2-drop, you can kill them next turn. That's my plan. I know they have a blast here of some sorts and I can't respond. But regardless, I think I am attacking first. This is a breath weapon insurance again. We will do this like until end of times, I think. Unless we know we have lethal. Hit them for 4. Okay, let's play plated Geopede. This will get blasted or countered, I think. We have nothing to do about that. This doesn't resolve at all, ever. If they actually spend enough mana, I am... Okay, it's a counterspell, yep. If they spend enough mana, I am actually just tempted to crack this landscape. But again, you know, we can do double crack, then that's like just 12 damage again. So again, we have breath weapon insurance, which is extremely important. We have like not lightning bolt even insurance or anything, so that's fine. Okay, they have already a lot of these things in the graveyard, so could be a terror angle. They go Thornwood Falls, probably searching for Chrysalis or something. Okay, there is no breath weapon, so I could crack this, but I'm not really for it. Again, we'll chill. Escape tunnel yet again. Okay, so what do we do against breath weapon? I can like double crack, honestly, and chill. Again, keep this against breath weapon, you know, keep it really simple. Hold up a pyroblast. Only issue is if they play Chrysalis next turn, we can't even blessing that, which is not ideal. Play land, we will yield to all. We have a tunnel if they play Chrysalis though. Morning, Bladesinger Tom, what's up? Okay, I think maybe it's time to use the landscape here actually. That would be 8 damage. Can go up to 12. Don't really want to. I want to keep up the tunnels for the anti-blocks, actually. Maybe, because if they play Chrysalis, we are in trouble. We need to use the tunnel to actually make this work. I'll go for a mountain. Okay, we have the forest for the blessing, this for the red blast. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. This can be 8. We can make it more, which I guess there's no reason not to. But again, they play Chrysalis, and we can just tunnel though and win. Okay, in that case. Well, if they Breath Weapon though, we can Blessing. Unless they have Dispel, then we lose anyway. So they would need Breath Weapon plus Dispel. Okay, I think I'm taking it because of it. They die to Unblockable 2-2, yes. Unless they have a Breath Weapon plus Dispel, at which point we lose anyway. Let's go another mountain. Let's go to combat. Nothing they could have probably kills our guys, so that's good. Okay, we have Blessing, we have Blast. We have a lot of interaction. They go to 2, just a Tunnel Unblockable 2-2 kills them, which is good. Ooh, Spell Stutter Sprite. We don't care about this. Obviously, Red Blasting, it doesn't make any sense. We can just escape Tunnel and win through it, so this is Faeries. It's not a Terror deck. Okay, good to know. Oh, Ninja, okay. So this probably doesn't play Breath Weapon then, right? Deep Powers? I'm Red Blasting that. Wait, okay. If I'm Red Blasting that, they have a Spell Stutter, which is untapped. They have no lands. We can just Apostle's Blessing or Escape Tunnel and win. So we force a Spell Stutter here. They Spell Stutter the Blast. Do it. Yes. This draws them a card. We have another Escape Tunnel plus a Blessing on blue even. So they have no lands, which is what we wanted. This leads to victory on the board, I think. Okay, this could be a Dispel, not that we care, you know. I wonder why they're playing green. Is it because of Chrysalis only? Tiling Tree Fog, it's funny. Would be kinda good, actually. We just play the tunnel, right? I guess we can't even let this resolve, so let's just yield to all. We will make this unblockable. Let's run combat. We'll get this protection from blue if I really wanna. I don't know. I don't think there's a card that stops this, so I'm good. There's no snap. There is nothing, right? Oh, they have a Hydro. That's fine. We'll just give protection from blue. I didn't even think about the Hydro. I'm lucky I kept the Blessing. Great game against Faeries. I was surprised by this. GG. Alright, guys. We have another game. Taloko is the opponent. This is first time we have a hand without like the aggressive landfall creatures. We have only the Sabotender, which is kind of slow. But we go second. I think I will keep this. We have the Tree Folk, which we are kind of arguing if this is good or not. I kind of love it though. Epic here. It's red. It's a hard matchup. We have the Bolt at least, I guess. We have the Mountain. Okay. I think I should just play the Adventuring Gear with the Twisted Landscape. Next turn go probably for the Sabotender. Okay, I want to play the Tree Folk on 3, return 2 lands. Problem is the Sabotender just dies. So usually against Burn, I don't know if this is Rally or if this is, it looks like Madness though from what I can see. I've missed the Saturday live, I was in snow hiking. Well, snow hiking sounds like a lot of fun, so you didn't miss much. Grab the Price Snacker. Oh, Plot Robbery, hey, okay. Okay, we draw a card. We do find a Crop Rotation, which could potentially save the Sabotender. That's cool, I guess. So the Tiling Tree Folk is not a turn 3 play. If they have a Lava Dart, the Sabotender is as good as dead. It's really bad. So are there any other plays than actually playing the Sabotender? We could hold up Lightning Bolt, which doesn't matter, because if they play a Gutter Snipe, they will get back priority, and they can cast the Robbery anyway, so Bolt, we can do this on our turn, I guess. Yeah, I think I'm just running the Sabotender. It's interesting that this triggers even when nothing is equipped. I guess it's the Landfall. I'm not sold by the Sabotender. I think it's a good card. I think it's just too fringe and very hard to protect, but I could be wrong about this actually. Play the Sabotender. If they have Lava Dart, we cry, and I think Sabotender is the first thing we cut against Mono Red. What do you guys think is the best matchup against Mono Red Rally? Yeah, okay, Bolt, that's better than a Dart. They could go Highway Robbery. Against Mono Red Rally, well, I think a lot of decks have harder matchup game 1. I think any deck with Writing Chrysalis can do a great job of stalling them down, and especially post sideboard. I think a lot of decks have great sideboard options against them. I think black decks, because their AoE can't be red blasted, which is great. We grab the Price and Mountain. Okay, I mean they're on 2 lines. This wasn't that great like from them, I think. Okay, we find a Hellhound. This is actually great. Wow. Okay, hold on. Let me play the Escape Tunnel. I could equip. But I could equip, but if I equip, then we can't cast the Tree Folk. So I won't equip, and now we can protect this Hellhound from 2 separate removal spells, which is awesome, right? Because we crack one, then we crack the other. So even against double Lava Dart, well, double Lava Dart actually kills. but they would need to suck a land for it and tap 1 mana, so that's pretty cool. They go epic here, okay. They go to combat. We can block here. They do this, okay. I'm blocking. If you wanna waste your removal spells on this, I'm for it, bro. Let's go escape tunnel. I will search for green with this. I will try to probably kill this. Lava Dart is deadly. Okay, let's search for a forest. Did you end up playing that mono black control deck you were talking about the other day? Yes, I actually played it against. I played it yesterday against Clancy. He was running Rakdos Madness. We were testing, and I have some changes I actually want to make to the deck to make it more consistent. But overall, I think the deck isn't bad. Okay, so they can bolt now if they wanna, or are they gonna just take this? They're gonna take this trade. Hey, for sure, bro. Yeah, hell yeah. Bolt, no. Blood, mountain, okay. Draw. Snacker, that's good. Snackers, backers, okay, that's really good. I'm actually tempted not to do this Twisted Landscape thing, because I can just play the Tree Folk with that and hold up a land thing with the Escape Tunnel. I can actually not crack this. Well, I can do the same thing with the tunnel anyway, so I guess there's no point, right? Yep. Okay, I will go for, I think a mountain is on the... Mountain is pretty good. See what you get. Wow, another landscape. Okay, cool. Well, I'm definitely playing the Tree Folk. I will return the Escape Tunnel and the Twisted Landscape. Holy, that's kind of sick. 1, 2. The only issue I have with this is I have no protection spell, which sucks. Yes, of course I want to use this ability. White Weenie. Oh yeah, White Weenie also seems pretty good against Red Rally. I think I will go for the Escape Tunnel and I will miss my attacks. I could also just equip with this, but I think I'm good. No, I actually can play Escape Tunnel and attack, right? Then I have a protection for this if I want. Am I on the defensive or on the offensive? Probably on the offensive right now. I could hit them for 4, but I would, yeah, I'm scared of Lava Dart. If they bolt this, I'm okay with that. If they Lava Dart it, I'm not really, so I will make them waste both of those Lava Darts on it. Okay, another land. We have the bolt for the Gutter Snipe if that ever happens. Okay, declare attackers. Attack only with the Sneaky Snacker, sure thing. I'm not cracking the tunnel unless this is threatened, by the way, because the Adventure Gear can do so much here. We even have the crop rotation. Okay, we can do a lot of damage here. Like, you have no idea. Sabotender. Okay, I think we can do everything here. Well, almost everything. Wait, hold on. They could be like that. Hold on. Okay, first things first, I'm equipping the gear to the Tree Folk. I think I will not play the Sabotender. Okay, they will do 2 mana, 3 mana. That looks like Fiery Temper. Targeting my guy. Okay. I think I will crop rotation. This already used mountain. And I will do protection from red. If you have another bolt, that's, I guess, fine. We'll find a Sejiri Steppe. And it doesn't matter how we do it. I will search. I'll do this. We'll do pro red, and we will stack it like this, so these guys get buffed first, so they can't get lava darted. That sounds good. Oh, Fire Blast. What? Okay, what are you targeting with the Fire Blast, my friend? Is it the guy again? Okay. I can just re-equip, so I'm not feeling that horrible about this. I'll do no response. But they have wasted a lot of things. Good trade, indeed. We've literally traded lands for it, like it's so hilarious. They can block this. I think I will go for a Sabotender first. Okay, do I want the damage? Well, they will block with the Epicure probably anyway. I don't really know. This... yeah. So I either Sabotender or, well, do something else, I guess. I can make this unblockable later. Okay, no, I think I will just do this though. They are forced to do something here. I will basically use these as protection, is my thing, right? This is double trigger. If they let this through, they could be like cooked. I have double protection for this Hellhound. I'll go combat. I'll attack for 6. Huge 6. This deck is so interesting. The play patterns of this deck are so interesting. Okay, combat damage. The reason for it is like, you never really have to think about when to like crack your lands, and with this deck you actually do. It's very cool. It's very cool. We can make this unblockable, but we can do 18 damage for shit. Back for 2, but I love the Tree Folk in the deck. That's super spicy. Yeah, and the thing is, actually, it's awesome too. This person cooked. This wins the deck of the year for me. This wins the deck of the year for real. It does. Okay, so they probably have some removal. Oh my god, that's a lot. Okay, so we don't need to make this unblockable. We'll just play the Twisted Landscape. Wait, no, sorry. We will play the Sabotender first, actually. Now we will play the Twisted Landscape. This is sick. I love this deck so much. Whoa. Temper? Bro, you know you can't do this, right? You already know you can't. You know you can't. Why are you doing this? We will do this. This is like, they're dead. They're dead. Yo, bro, pump spells in this deck are lands. Like, you don't need to play pump spells if you have lands. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, well, let's lock in now. What do we actually want? These 4 go in, these 2 go in, and these 2 go in. So that's a lot of that's a lot of sideboard cards. Where does this deck list come from? This deck list comes from I think this morning's or yesterday morning's MTGO League, which is definitely pretty cool. Sabotenders are just gone. I'm sorry. Blessings are good. Hellhound stay. Lightning bolt stay. Gear stays. Geopedes are probably gone, honestly. Wait, we have Bog, so we can remove 1 forest. And, okay, I want to keep 2, I guess. This is what we bring in. Cast into the Fire could be good, but I don't love it. Crop rotation is insane against them, I think, especially with the Bog. Treefolk is good, Relic is good. Rage is, like, kinda middling against them. I will probably cut that, and we will say go. Basically, I've got all the 1 HP creatures, right? Geopedes are better because you can protect them. They trophied with this? Yes, they did. Which is crazy, I can't believe it. We have a Relic. We have a rotation into Bog. We don't have a green source though. Can we play a mid-range plant with this? Turn 1. If they go turn 1 looting into double snacker, that could be funny in a bad way, but I think we are relying more of them on the mid-range plant anyway. Let's keep this hand. It's weird, but I don't know. Please share decklist. Go on Twitch and type !decklist. We have a command for it here. Find the sheltering landscape. Hey, that's nice. Yep, let's run the landscape, sure, that's good. Let's run Relic. I guess I can turn 3 Chris. I do this right. Like, is Chris enough to win against them with Relic on the board? I don't really think so, honestly. Chrysalis can make any deck playable. Yeah, I mean, this deck without Chrysalis wouldn't be nearly as good for sure. It would just be a stupid aggro deck. Now we have a solid mid-range plan, so yeah, I guess you're right. Another epic here. Okay, well, this turn 3 Chrysalis is looking juicy now. I will say just that. Because we are getting basically beat down. Okay, more Chrysalises. Yep, I'm feeling this turn 3 Chris with the crop rotation. Escape tunnel? What do we think? Mountain? Nah, mountain needs to... Okay, maybe it's a steppe. But steppe could be good later, I guess. Tunnel. If we find a tree folk, we could play a tree folk instead. And turn 3 Chris works like, okay, we tap, we crop rotation for something else, tap that, play Chris. Yeah. Let me go for the escape tunnel actually. And just say go. Okay, I need a forest with this or this. And then maybe we can actually keep the landscape for later. We don't need the colored mana. You do not pronounce the last A in step A. Oh, someone told me this on my mono white heroic video. Sajiri step. Okay, step it is. Step it is. Carlo, I watch your videos. Love from the Philippines. Man, that's awesome. From the Philippines too? I'm really glad to enjoy the vids, man. Okay, I'm scared. I'm a little scared here, not gonna lie. End step. Okay, let's do what we wanted to do. Let's sack this for a forest. We can keep this on, actually. Like, we can just keep this on, right? Yeah. Wait, we can't go turn 3 Chrysalis. We actually can't. This costs mana and it doesn't produce additional mana. Why did I think that? End step A. Okay. Do we correct the landscape or do we wait with it? I think we actually wait with it. For some reason, I thought I can turn 3 Chris. I can't turn 3 Chris. Yo, this is kind of bad. I can like rot a bog, like that's about it. Because, okay, if I play the mountain, I have 3. But I need to rot this, so wait, no, it doesn't work, it just doesn't work. I can't turn 3 Chris. Step A sounds well, okay. So it's step. I guess this is step. That doesn't make sense to me as a European, but I'll take it then. I'll take it. It's a step, sure thing. Think we'll do the escape tunnel thing here. Just pass the turn, slowly, kind of losing, not gonna lie. We need this Chris to do some god's work. Like, they go like gutter snipe, it's cooked. They'll go probably fire temper, yep. Obviously the time we top deck the relic on in the first opening hand, they have 0 graveyard synergy the entire game. There's no Freitas looting, there are no sneaky snackers, there are no lava darts, there is nothing. In Italian, step pay is the plural, okay. So multiple steps is step A, okay. And now it's their upkeep step. They're slowly dying again. They will hit us for 2, I bet. I'm willing to crack the relic basically anytime, not gonna lie. Like, I'm already like ready to click on the exile button, and especially if they go like a snacker or some upkeep step. Upkeep. Hey, here's a Faithless looting. Finally something that we can exile. Don't talk to me, you know, you don't have to tell me twice. 1 step pa, 2 step A. Oh my god. That's funny, in Dutch it is also spelled step A, but we do pronounce the E. Hey, I mean, yeah, fellow Europeans understand. What is that? I mean, we're dead. That's what it is. We're cooked, bro. Do I just use the relic, actually? Because I have the bog, right? Not now, though. I guess I don't need to exile. I'll just do this. And we will definitely crack the tunnel. Probably for a mountain. Yeah, I guess so. Mountain. This can be here for later landfall triggers. We don't need the colored source. We can also activate a relic with a spawn, which is beautiful. Let's draw. Find another mountain. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's a writing chrysalis. We are probably dead next turn, but I'm gonna try to do my best. I can be activating this relic with the spawn, which is like, I hate the fact that they can looting again, but it is what it is. GG. Yeah, that is bad. Yep. We're dead. Off top, we're dead. Combat. Fire Blast does 6, so we need to double block, obviously. If they double attack, it's so obvious they have a Fire Blast. Okay. Hold on. Do we kill them? I would need this to be 10, which it can't really be. This is 4, this is 6. Yeah, that's 12 damage, even if they don't block. Yep. This gutter snipe is... Oof. Hold on. Adventuring gear moment. Can we kill? Oh, they'll just block, right? They'll just block, man. Is it just another riding chrysalis? Wait, but even if they block, hold on. We need to calculate this. It gives trample, correct. Yes, that's why we need to calculate this. Adventuring gear. We have 2 lands, so that's +4/+4. Let's say we can do that, because we can. Can we both play the gear, equip gear, and then rage? We would need to play gear, equip gear, play a land, crack a land, and rage we can. Okay, so that's possible. We have 2 triggers of this, which is +6. Which is 6 power. Then this is 8 power. That's still on the... Wait, maybe we can crop rotation. We can protect from red with step pay. With crop rotation, they die. Okay, we're dead anyway if this doesn't work, so we might as well try it. Okay, but we would need to play the step pay, which I'm not the biggest fan of, if you know what I'm saying. No, they're dead. They're dead here on this board. They are dead. Dead. I just can't fuck it up. We don't even need protection, they are dead. First off, always, we play the gear. We can even equip it with a spawn if we feel like this is too hard. Yeah, we can just equip it with a spawn because it doesn't matter. Let's always yield to this. If they try to do something to it, we'll just bolt. And imagine like they Fire Blast bolt anyway. That would be funny. I think we win this turn actually. If I did the math correctly, it's like over 20 damage. It's like 20 to 23 even through these creatures. Okay, so now it's out of bolt range. We use this mana to equip. Now we will play this mountain. We can crop rot. Yeah, we can rage, crop rot. Find this. They're dead as shit. Let's go. Let's go to combat. Let's, you know, let's chill here. Just do a little attack here. Nothing too crazy, you know. Just nothing too crazy. Sack relic. Why? I don't want to. Yeah, if the steppe was in the... Oh, they don't block? And it's even better. Okay. Let's search for a forest or whatever. It doesn't even matter. Forest. Always yield. They're dead. It's chill. They're dead. We just win the game. Okay. Let's crop rot this forest. Sheltering landscape, for example. Sack this. Mountain. Yeah, holy shit. Battle Rage. No. Yo. If they have a Fire Blast in hand, I'm gonna flip out. Yes, they don't. Let's go. Wait, that's 2-0? We didn't even lose the first game? Holy, good game. Alright guys, so welcome back to the conclusion, and this has to be one of the sweetest decks I've seen in a bit. The deck building is awesome on this one. Actually, some people in my chat were saying that maybe the part of the success of this deck is that people don't really know how to play around it, which may be true. The math is kinda hard with the landfall triggers for both you and the opponent sometimes, which is pretty funny. Obviously, this is just another Gruul deck that plays Riding Chrysalis, because the card is just that awesome and it kind of ties it together and provides you a mid-range plan, which is obviously great for you. 25 lands, that's a lot of lands, but it's appropriate for a deck like this, I would say. Moreover, I think the deck is awesomely built. It's built really well. There are some obvious combos. You can be really fast, or you can slow it down a little bit and play a mid-range plan. The Adventuring Gear can make any of your creatures quite a huge threat, which is awesome. We've actually played against a lot of meta decks and won against a decent amount of them, which is a very good sign, you know, and it was like a very wide spectrum. It was Faeries burn, some affinities, just stuff like that. It was really cool to see. The only thing I guess I'm not really sure about is the 4 Sabotenders. Card is awesome, don't get me wrong. If it doesn't get removed, it pings the opponent for a lot, Maybe like 3 or 2 would be better. On the other hand, the biggest surprise of this deck was the Tiling Treefolk, a card you would never expect to see, like ever. It's a card that works with the graveyard, but it's not worth bringing graveyard hate just for this card, so it feels pretty awesome. It's a 3-drop, it always returns 2 of the best lands you could want, like the landscapes, which then double trigger all your landfall triggers, which is sick. So I think this card is honestly absolutely amazing. Could maybe see playing -1 Sabotender +1 Treefolk. The bigger disadvantage is there is not enough card advantage. Obviously you're an hyper aggressive deck, so you don't even mind. Did love the Blessing. The thing with the Blessing is you can cast them off the spawns, which like is kinda sick as well. And generally speaking, the deck does a pretty good job of surprising the opponent, having some unexpected plays with a step and with the Bojuka book in the sideboard and using the crop rotation to do that. It was just really cool to see, and definitely one of my favorites. I think I said in one of the games I will give this deck of the year, and I honestly would. I think it's super awesome. The deck building is there, and again, the card that I'm most surprised about is the Treefolk. So I think the Treefolk like could be tested in more decks than just this one. And the gear was sick as well, even though it looks a little clunky, it's sick. So yeah, awesome deck. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. If you want to see more of these videos, you can check out my Patreon, link below the video. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment yet again, how would you make this deck even better? And I will see you soon. Have a great rest of your day, and bye. This was really sweet.